Hey guys, it's Mike with another GodForge video. We are at the end of day 2 on the Alpha Wave 2 test. This is my 3rd video on the day, so it's 6 total in 2 days. It's kind of a lot, but there's just been a lot going on. I've been playing the game basically non-stop. When I'm away from the game, it's kind of auto farming, and so I've been kind of making some headway, but wanted to go ahead and take a peek at my account. We've got Hell up here at 5-star 50. We've got Horus at 50. What do we call him? YDG at 5-star 50, as well as Isis, and then we are working on the Sphinx here. We're working on Ra. We're working on Shamash, and then we do have Loki and Hercules we got on the account. So pretty rock star cast going on as far as the legendaries are concerned. I did pull a second Hercules, but I believe my my champion pool was full. So I think it just fell off, which is pretty unfortunate. There might have been somebody else I pulled at the same time. But I'm kind of at a weird spot right now where I don't have enough experience to upgrade anybody. I have 4,000, and so I can't really use champions. So I think I'm going to have to probably imprint them, I guess, would probably be the move as far as that goes. So that's kind of an interesting thing. But I did want to take a quick peek at my account and go over my epic situation. Because my legendaries are coming in pretty strong and I have some pretty great legendary heroes, like Hercules is going to be a better version of Beowulf as far as what he brings in. So probably don't really have a need for Beowulf anymore. I have other healers other than Imhotep, and then Leonidas. I never really built them up, but as far as damage dealers go, I have significantly better damage dealers as well. So I think I'm going to actually start feeding through these epic characters and get these guys to 5-star, and then use all 3 of these as food to make a 6-star character. Which is kind of, it goes against everything I believe as far as these games go. But the reality is I don't really need these characters anymore. So I don't know if I want to get rid of these 2 guys, just because at some point I might go back and play with rares and see what I can do. But potentially I might turn all those guys into a 6-star character. So with that in mind, I'm kind of playing with some different opportunities. I think the dragon is super strong. I think the Sphinx is super strong. I think Horus is super strong, and I think Hell is super strong. So I think all of those guys would be a great choice. It's just a matter of kind of figuring out what I need and what I'm getting stuck with right now. But we're going to start by upgrading Imhotep here. Let's go ahead. We haven't done anything with the cat there. We have a duplicate of this guy. So we'll go with those. And yeah, this feels really weird. This feels really weird. We're going to burn up some epics here. It is what it is. We got to do it. So we're gonna go into that space and start getting that 5-star food ready. We're gonna jump into Leonidas here and do the same thing. Continue. We got continue. We got Brunhild here. We'll hold on to the Green Knight just because I like him. Achilles, I actually always wanted to get back and see what was going on with him too, but I think we're going to have to wait till later. Maybe we'll pull him again. But we're going to go ahead and do that and promote. We got the gold to do it. I have been farming on the 9 levels, like the 79, 89, 99. And supposedly that's supposed to drop more energy, but I was farming on it for a long time, and it seemed like every 5th or 6th drop might be some energy, some experience. So I just wasn't stacking up very much experience. I'm not sure what's going on in that space, but the videos I was watching from like Ragewood and everybody else were talking about that's where you get experience. So to do that, I was watching a video with Hell Hades as well that was kind of going through, I think, a live stream of him playing the game, which was really fun to watch and just kind of see how he's tackling it. So right there we've got, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3. I gotta say we're just gonna do it. We're gonna go ahead and feed those 2 guys. So that gives us 5 6-stars. So let's figure out who we want to 6-star. I think we're gonna 6-star the dragon. And the reason for that is Horus is built with a lot of defense and is pretty tanky, and he's usually the last one to die already. The dragon, however, does die a lot easier, but he's also does a lot of damage. And so I think having him as 6 stars is going to make him more survivable. We're also going to go through and actually remove all the gear from these champions to make sure that we're not burning up anything that we're using. So we'll get all that gear off the champions, and then we'll get in and actually take the dragon there to 6 star. This is what's going on with the upgrade screen, where certain champions it switches right over, but it's specific champions that it just gets stuck on. So it just won't go to the dragon, and it won't go here, so it just keeps failing. Otherwise, it won't go to Loki, won't go to Hercules. So it's just some of the champions it won't go to, which is kind of weird. So you just have to come out and then go back in and do it again, and then they pop up and it's fine. But we're gonna go into gear, and we're gonna go on to Emotep here. We're gonna go remove all. We're gonna go on to Leonidas, remove all. Beowulf, we're gonna remove all. And then Ramses, we're gonna remove all. So much energy went into these guys. I'm scared. I'm sad to watch them go. I mean, I got them on Awaken level 5 and everything, so that's kind of interesting. But we're gonna remove all there too, and then we're gonna go ahead and get the dragon dialed in here. So we're gonna go back up to info, upgrade, and we're gonna put those in there. Man, this feels so weird. It feels so weird to do this. So we got Leonidas right there. We're gonna go with Emotep. We got Beowulf, who took us pretty far into the game. We're going to go with our starter champion, Guan Yu. And we're going to put in Ramses there, and we're going to select, and we're going for it. Oh, this feels weird. This feels super weird. So promote. All right, we're not turning back now. Look at the HP stat gain. Look at the attack stat gain and defense. That is huge. That's what we were looking for. Make them significantly more durable, and then we can start stacking up some of that experience as we move on. We did in the dungeon, we have progressed all the way past stage 90, got through the dragon, tickled him to death, but we did make it. Then we got all the way through stage 100, and then we did get stuck at 101. We were unable to beat that. But what I've kind of come to realize is on this stage here, supposedly you're supposed to get a lot more experience on 99, 89, 79. And then on one of these, I think you get, random weapons. So on this guy here, you can get legendary weapons. So if you're farming for weapons, stage 8's going to be 98, 88, 78. And then on these guys, it goes back to the armor, and then it gets you boots. And then each level, each number corresponds with some form of gear. And then on stage like 5 with the 95, 85, 75, you get these tokens here that are going to help you ascend your champion. So there's kind of like strategic farming as far as where everything goes. But from what these guys look like, as far as the heroes, on stage 5, you can get legendary. And on stage 10, you can get legendary. But everything in between, it doesn't look like legendary champions are really an option. So it makes me reluctant to farm there because heroes are not available. So it's just kind of like, well, I mean, should I just farm on these stages here? But I'd really like to get more experience because that's really where I'm falling down right now. But unfortunately, like, I've been in here farming and I don't get any experience. So I'm like, I don't know if something is not happening with drops or what's going on with that. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to put our dragon back in there. And then we've got, these guys are all accruing, and we're going to put in raw as well and do an auto run and get that going. But that's what I got as far as the end of the day. So we're at the end of day 2. We got our first 6-star character. That right there is a co-op ability that's going on with Shamash there. And so it's a really strong hit. And then I do have a weapon on the Sphinx because he has an AoE on his A1. So that was an assist similar to what I have on Hell as well. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and extract that imprint from Dagonet, I think it is. And I'm going to put it on all of the weapons and just see if they just start going, like all the time, just getting a bunch of assists. I think that'd be pretty fun. So Plus, I got to get rid of some champions anyway, so maybe that'll be a way for me to burn some up. The other thing that kind of makes me want to farm on the stages that are multiples of 10 is you get to use 5 champions. So you get more experience on your champions as you're going. You do accrue experience there because when I came back, I had quite a bit, but it wasn't as much as I think I probably could have or should have had. But we're going to jump into the champions here, and seeing how we just took YDG to level 60, we're going to go ahead and re-gear him first, and we're going to gear him as deliberately as we can with the best sets we have, and we're going to kind of blow up our gear sets and re-gear everybody. But with this guy here, we're really trying to focus on attack, but he also does a lot of debuffs. So that he actually ignores with targets that are under blaze, but on his second ability, I think he actually has the potential to land blaze, 75% chance to place blaze. So we need to get him with really high attack to do some damage, but we also need him with accuracy, and I would like to build him with some speed and initiative so that he can cycle through his ultimate ability as well, because it's a super helpful ability. So I'd like to get him moving on that ability as frequently as possible. So I'm going to jump into his gear and see what I can get dialed in for our first 6-star character. So on the weapon here, I feel like this piece absolutely makes sense. It gains 25 divinity when placing blaze debuff. I'm not sure if he's doing like an AoE ability and it places multiple if he gets 25 for each one, but he is going to be placing blaze. We do want initiative. We want to cycle through that ability, so I think that's going to be a perfect fit for him. All right, we've run into another little hiccup here. So this piece of gear right here, I actually swapped for this one. So it says he's wearing it right here, but it won't actually replace it. And then on this piece, I swapped it for this one. No, this one. It says he's still wearing these, but it won't let me put them back on. So that's super weird. We're going to go ahead and put these on, I think. Equip. Okay. And so I think I got to back out of here, maybe get out of this character altogether, come back in and see if I can fix it. But it was kind of, I'm not sure exactly what was going on there. It's kind of weird. And again, I point all this stuff out not to be judgmental, anything like that. It's just I'm assuming somebody might be watching these videos that say, try to see how things are going and any glitches that pop up. And frankly, I don't even know how you describe stuff like that in a text thread or on an email or anything like that. So I was just trying to be helpful in that space to provide that. So I went ahead and I hit remove all and the gear goes away. But then when I put the weapon back on and go equip, all right, that time it didn't, but last time it actually put those 2 pieces of gear on him, so that's, I think, was part of the problem. So we go in here, we're going to go to the rank, and we're going to start putting together his kit, try to remember those pieces I found, and get him back up and running. All right, so we got his attack up to 4,500, so I think he's absolutely going to smack. His defense is a little low, and his HP is where it is. His speed's at 146, so he's not super fast. His initiative isn't super fast either. Accuracy is at 72, which I think is pretty low as well. But I think that's probably a decent build for him as far as that goes. We got some pretty good gear on him. We got the sets going on. We've got Bear getting him defense, Raven getting him accuracy, and then the Claw getting him crit rate. Probably could try to do all in Raven, but I don't have that many good gear sets. But as far as the primary stats, we got crit rate on the helmet. We've got attack percentage on the pauldrons, the shoulder pads. We've got attack percentage on the chest plate, attack percentage on the gauntlets, and then we went with attack percentage on the legs and speed on the boots. So I think that that's probably going to be pretty good. I think we might actually go ahead and enhance these boots. They're level 5, so we're going to take those right all the way up. 1.4 million. Oh! But we're going to need that extra speed on them. I think that's going to be super beneficial and get a few more stats there as well. But it is a good piece of gear. So, hey, we'll get it maxed out for him and see what's going on. So from there, we're going to jump off of the YDG, and we're going to probably try to build our Horus And with Horus, we're going to try to get him in. I think we want all the defense stats because he gets a lot of defense is going to be factoring into how hard he hits. Also makes him super tanky. I know I have a lot of flat stat defense on him, so I'm going to try to get all that into percentage. And I think that's going to be a pretty big win. So we're going to go ahead and start working on his gear. So I think we're going to go ahead and change his weapon out because right now he gains 250 initial divinity, but his divinity is going to be placing a shield, which is good, but you don't need it right away. So I kind of feel like maybe getting that on more of a damage dealer up front is going to be a bigger benefit. So I'm thinking something like this where he absorbs 4% of the damage that the ally with the lowest HP receives would be a better fit for him. And so we're going to go ahead and put that on him. And see, like, all of these pieces of gear are just on him all of a sudden. So we're going to remove all. We're going to go ahead and put that, where to go? I think it was this one. Absorb 4%. Yeah, and we're going to go equip. And, okay, now we're going to start his build. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here, and on this guy, you can see the imprint of Dagonet. And we're going to go ahead and get that imprint going on all of the weapons that we're using. Just so we get a lot of assisted attacks, because I think that would be pretty fun. So as I'm going through this, I just wanted to point this out. So here you got a flat stat defense that's going to add 300, and it's on level 16, and it's a level 4. So it's going to add 300 to my defense. Over here we have plus 11, still on level 4, 384, but it's obviously going to move up, and that's the difference between the flat stat and the percentage. We do also have 14 down here, but again, we're not even leveled all the way up yet, and we're already getting more defense. So we're going to go ahead and put that one on them and keep on keeping on. Alright, so I think we're going to go with this build here. Everything's already kind of leveled up here, but we did get his defense all the way up to 2800, so he should be pretty tanky. His speed's at 127, pretty slow. Initiative is at 88. Crit rate's right around 50, and his accuracy's at 84, and he does land taunts and stuff of that nature, so that's probably a little lower than we want. But it's what we got. It's what we got right now. We don't have the best gear in the world, so we're going to keep pressing on and see what we can do. But I think we're going to call that good for Horus there. I think the next priority, I'm going to go ahead and build my Sphinx. We're going to remove all and start from scratch on the Sphinx and see how we want to build this character here. So again, defense is going to be a big piece of what we got going on. We also have debuffs that are coming in. Accuracy down, we got resistance up and vanish, so I think a little bit of accuracy would probably go a long way here, and I think defense, overall we're looking at defense. So I think we do want to get that retaliation, or that 15% assist on the weapon for sure, because our first hit is an AoE. So every time that the Sphinx actually goes through and does that, it's going to hit everybody, which is going to be extremely helpful. And if we have the defense nice and high, we're going to be putting down some pretty good hits there. So I think we're really going to focus on defense for the Sphinx, and then if we can get a little bit of accuracy in there as well, I think is going to be the key piece for that puzzle. So let's go ahead and see what we can do. So on the Sphinx, we got some pretty broken gear set here. We got one hawk, I think, is the only thing we got, or eagle, so it brings up initiative there. We did go with the weapon. Oh, we got that up there. Increasing the damage of the first attack ability each wave by 10%, and then we did get the Dagonet on there, and then we went with defense percent. We went with defense percent initiative on that one there. We went with defense percent, and then flat stat defense on these is the best I had, unfortunately, but it did have some accuracy on there as well. And then we went with speed on the accuracy and a little bit of defense, and then here we got speed, quite a bit of defense, and some attack. So our speed's at 147, not super fast. Defense is 2600. Hopefully that makes him pretty survivable, and then when he goes and gets his smack, he's going to do pretty well with that. That being said, his accuracy is pretty low, so he's probably not going to land his debuffs very frequently, but they're there, and you know, we're moving in the right direction. Alright, so we did get all the gear dialed in. We're going to jump in here. I actually want to try with 5 characters and see how we do in this space. We did get the weapon imprinted with Dagonet on, I think, almost everybody. So that should be, do we want? I think that's what we want right there. That should be pretty solid. Well, we'll give it a shot. We might have to bring Isis in there just for the for the revival. We actually have both of our revivers on the side, so that's kind of interesting. But let's give this a shot and just see if it works. But I think all of these characters actually have the assist available, so it'd be kind of interesting to see. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. So we got the assist coming in right away, and the Sphinx is one of the best assists because it is an AOE assist when she hits that. So that's pretty solid there. But that first, oh, it got me confused. I'm smacking myself now. But that first wave was pretty silly. How everybody just, I mean, we just wiped them clean right there. So hopefully we could get moving and get these confusions off of us. We're smacking each other. Oh, I think that's the last one. All right, let's get back to hitting them. Nope, the dragon took my own guy out. There you go. Oh man, this is brutal. This is brutal. So I think this is the guy that does your confusion right here. So I think he was faster than all of my characters, so I don't even think I had the opportunity to take him out. Sphinx is down. That is no good. But that first wave was pretty silly the way that all played out. We still have pretty good hope here because even though we're just down to 2 characters, like our dragon here is smacking, took almost everybody out first try. Horus is actually pretty tanky, so he potentially, I think he's going to have to attack some of these guys, but nah, he's down. He's down. But I think there is some merit to that. We're going to go ahead and jump back in there, take it off auto, and see if we can beat it. All right, well, that didn't exactly work. I'm sure with the right RNG we could get through there, but I struggled to get through it the first time too. So we're going to go ahead and back out. I'm trying to think of how I want to adjust my team. Probably take her out. Definitely want the Sphinx in there. I'm thinking maybe Horus out. And oh no, that's not, I want Horus. And well, no, I'm actually trying to accrue some energy. Let's see if we could do something like this and see if this will work. Just kind of give it a shot and play around. I don't have him in an assist thing, but hopefully the dragon will start that assist. We get some little bit of help there. Boom, come across. We got 2 dead. We're gonna go ahead again with that A1, and one last hit takes him out. Perfect. That's looking pretty good. Looking pretty easy. So we'll go into the second wave, see if we can get the same thing done. Let's go after, I'm going to say we go after Beowulf here. And then we're going to go ahead. I'm going to try to see if we get landing any of these debuffs. Yeah, we're still getting resisted really bad. What does this guy do? Attack one enemy, all allies join. So we can definitely take somebody out with this. So we'll go ahead and smack this guy right there. He's dead. We got Beowulf down as well with some assists there. That was from Sphinx getting that AoE ability on the A1. So I think that's actually a pretty good ability for us there. We left Horus in because we're doing trying to get some energy. Oh, the little gray bar. It's hard to see that gray bar. I kind of feel like the shield might want to be a different color because it just blends in a lot. You don't even notice it's there. Let's see here. We'll go that route and make sure he doesn't get to do his ultimate. We'll do this again. Hopefully we got another ability coming up. I don't think we're going to hit hard enough. And we didn't get her below 50%. So when she gets below 50%, that's where we have the opportunity to have the assist come in just like that. And here we go again. Boom, and she's down. So I think we're going to make it through this wave pretty comfortably, I believe. Hercules is kind of a pain in the butt, though, because I don't know if he comes back to life and then he smacks you. It's just kind of ridiculous, but he's a heck of a good champion if you have him. Congratulations. I actually do have him. I haven't built him yet, so every time he comes up and he destroys my team, I'm like, I really need to build him. But I'm spread so thin already with all the legendaries I do have that it's kind of hard to put that into a priority. Ra is almost dead. Is he gonna make it? I hope I get a turn. Let's get a turn. Nope, Ra's out. All right, what do we got going on here? Pulled him right back up. That's awesome. I'm not entirely sure what's happening right now, but I have not gotten a turn this entire time. So I don't know if I got stunned or if I'm just that slow, but that's pretty ridiculous. But we should be in a good spot here. I thought Rod died, but now he's floating there, stunned, sort of. So I'm going to go with, let's go with this guy. and do the revive piece. I think we get the radiance. We got some healing. So I think Ra was dead because now he's got some life on him. We're going to go into here and get some damage and hopefully take out some of these fools. Yes, that is perfect. They got that revive back. What do we got going on here? We're going to see if we can get a little bit of action on these guys here. A little bit of damage. We'll take it. Why did my dragon die? I had that second ability that was probably gonna win it for me. Why did he die? Did he maybe reflect charm? Maybe from Aphrodite? I don't know. That's no good though. That did not work out to my favor. We're gonna go ahead and try to take out Hercules. I don't think it's gonna happen, but we'll see. Oh, down 2. It's just us. It's just us. Is it enough? It's not enough. I'm dead. I'm dead. Somebody's got to reflect on them. I should have done the dragon's ability. I think I would have been way better off. But we're going to try that again and see if we can get through it. Alright, so this time around we saved Shemesh's ability so that we could hopefully take out Hercules, I think is my goal. But I'm going to see if I can get over here and take out Aphrodite. That was a pretty good win right there. We're going to go ahead and do the AoE ability to finish. I'm pretty sure that's Aphrodite. She gets popped right back up. No big deal. But we have this ability right here where we're going to have all allies join the attack. And we're going to try to take out Hercules. Hopefully that'll work. But I don't know. He tends to revive. We didn't even kill him. Jeez Louise. Dude is built like a tank. Oh, man. So hopefully we could get back around. Get to some ultimate abilities. He's taunting me now with his arms up. Uh-oh, what do we got going on here? I think that's the reason. That might be the mirror reflection that does all the damage. My reviver died, so that worked out pretty well. I'm pretty sure that's not how that's supposed to work. What do we got left? What do we got? We got Sphinx, we got the dragon. We need some, we need him to get his ability here, but we didn't make it. We didn't make it. Man, we smacked right when we came in and still didn't even get close. So I think this time around we have all of our abilities available. So we're going to start with the dragon smacking and hopefully taking some folks out. So we're going to start there. Hopefully get some assists coming in. There we go. There we go. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and do this ability again. Take out, and then he healed himself, which is what we'd expect. Now we're going to go in with our Big Daddy Mac, and he is dead. So that's what it is. It's just a little bit of just planning your moves out, and we got it done. So that gets us through stage 101. But yeah, I mean, as far as the second day in the game goes, I mean, I feel like we've made some pretty good headway. Probably not going to press on anymore tonight because it's already, oh man, it's almost 2 o'clock. Man, this game is just chewing up my life right now. I'm just playing so much. I'm having a great time with it. But we're going to go back. We're going to find a area we can farm and get it going. We are going to make sure that we don't have... we have openings available, so if we get more legendaries on our account that we don't have all those guys sitting there. But I think that's about what I got for you tonight. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me all the way to the end. Been having a great time with the with GodForge. A little bit sad that I'm gonna have to give all these amazing characters back once the trial's over, but it has been fun to play with these guys. There's actually, you got the Eternals, which I'm assuming are going to be a little harder to get in the game. Maybe not. I don't know how they have that laid out. But like Void Legendaries are significantly harder to get in Raid. But it's fun that you got a lot of them in the game, so you get a chance to kind of play with their kits. I was going to mention on Hell's kit, with her ultimate ability is kind of a crapshoot, because if she does not land the confusion, all she does is revive the other team, and then sometimes even with confusion they come back and hit you anyways. So that is kind of one of those gambles you just kind of have to take, but you probably want to build her with high accuracy so she makes sure she lands the confusion when she revives the enemies. That's just something I noticed in a couple of those going around. But she is a fantastic champion, does a lot of damage and a lot of work for you. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me all the way to the end, and I look forward to seeing you next time.